Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture series of Learning Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. My name is Binayak Parashar. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, we are into unit number 2 as of now. We have completed unit number 1 where we have seen all the different concepts related to finite automata. We have also seen about the different machines, their designing processes, their equivalence property. Equivalence means like a conversion of one particular machine to another machine. Apart from that, we have also seen the concept of the finite automata with output, that is Murray and Mealy machines and their equivalence. So, in unit number 2, we are concentrating on the extension part of the regular language representation, that is nothing but regular expression. So, we have seen in the previous video about the regular expression part, where the how to like use the expressions, how to use the operators and all. So, in this video we will look into another topic, that is regarding to transition graph, Kleen's theorem, regular expression and its definition with examples. Okay. So, some way or other we will try to relate this regular expression in the form of the transition graph or in the form of a finite automata. Let us check it out one by one. So, in the first part we will be looking about some of the basic representations of a regular expression into a finite automata, or you can say into a transition graph. Okay. So, let us check one by one. We are having some of the basic symbols or basic primitive expressions that we have already discussed in the previous lecture: phi, single a plus b, a dot b, a star. Okay. So, how to represent this? Let us check one by one. So, if we talk about phi, it is simply there is like only a single state, there is no such kind of a final state. Okay. It is a single state, no input symbol, nothing. So, whatever this automata is generating, it is generating nothing, null and void, correct. So, therefore, this is a general representation for phi. Okay. Next comes a, single a. So, if we talk about single a as a string, then it will try to get from it initial state and then it will reach to a final state, that is being done initial and then final. So, this is how a can be represented. If we talk about a plus b, now the point comes where you should remember one thing, is that we are having this union operator, okay, and we are having this concatenation operator. The both difference is that in union operator, the transition from one state to another state for both the input symbols will be in the same direction. Okay. And in the case of concatenation, these two alphabets, that is a and b, will be separated by a state. That means, these two alphabets will be in two different transitions. So, let us check for a plus b. So, a plus b will look like this. See, a comma b, that means from this state, suppose this state name is a and this final state name is b, from state a to state b, we are having this input transition a and b in the same direction. Okay. That is why we take as a union. Okay. Or this diagram can also be drawn like this. One transition for a and another transition for b. So, this is the same concept, both are going in the same direction. So, we put it together into one transition separated by comma. Okay. Now, comes to a dot b. If we talk about a dot b, it will simply be like this. Suppose I have taken 3 states, okay. One transition will be for a and another transition will be for b. That means, this a and b will be in the two different transitions, and for which we have separated by using a state, that is b. Okay. So, this is how we represent. If we come across a star, a asterisk means what? Kleen closure is represented by these values 0, 1, 2, 3, and it will go until it reaches infinity. Clear? Now, if we have to put it for a closure, then it will be, see, if star asterisk equals to 0, then the value will be what? Epsilon. That means, initial state will be what? Final state. Let it be, the state name is a. So, that means, if I have a to the power 1, then a to the power 2, 2 a to the power 3, 3 times a. So, what I can do? I can simply take a self loop. So, this is the general representation of A to the power clean closure. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, let us go to the next slide. Now, we will try to look some of the examples of how to convert this regular expression into finite automata or transition graph, okay, based on the previous primitive expressions that we have seen. The first question says that design the equivalent finite automata for the regular expression a b to the power star. A b to the power star means what? A concatenation b to the power star. Okay. We know A dot B structure, correct. That means one state will be capital A, one state will be capital B, and another state will be capital letter C. So, here we are having A, here we are having B. So, this is the general diagram of who? A dot B, but here we have seen A dot B followed by clean closure, followed by clean closure. That means what? We do not require any more transition to the next state. We can take this particular B state as a final state and take a self loop over here for B. Now, you can say that A is one transition and B is another transition, which are separated by state B. So, therefore, the final diagram will be this one. I am just drawing it more clearly. A from the state A, one transition will be for A, and B will now become the final state, and in B I will be having a transition B. Okay, got it. So, this is the general diagram, finite automata diagram for this regular expression. Okay. Next comes to question number 2. In the question number 2, it is given as design the equivalent finite automata for the following regular expression a b plus b a whole to the power clean closure. I know the finite automata for a b, I know the finite automata for b a. Let me draw that. See, a b. So, let me take a state, another state as b, a b. So, that means A and B. I will be taking another and it will be C. Okay, this will be A B. Okay. Another way is that I am having, suppose let me take it as suppose A dash, B dash, and this will be C dash. Okay. And here I will be having B A. So, some way or the other, if you can look into this scenario, this is the general diagram for A B. This is for A B and this is for B A, right. Now, we need to put these two scenarios together into the same diagram. Why? Because it is telling that A B plus B A. That means, these two transitions are going into the same state, because the direction should be same, correct. As we have discussed in the previous slide, A plus B means what? A plus B means both are going into the same direction. That means, some way or the other I have to take this final state as the same one. Okay, how to do that? See, let me erase this part and let me take one particular diagram for it. Okay. It will be like this. I will take an initial state as A, okay, and I will take one more state as suppose B, okay, and from here it is having A transition and it is having B transition. Now, this means what? A B whole to the power asterisk, A B whole to the power asterisk, clear. Similarly, I can take this A as the final state and I can take one more state as C and I can do a transition for B A. Now, let me tell you that both these, this is nothing but what? A B whole to the power clean closure, and this is nothing but B A whole to the power clean closure, but both are coming into the same direction. So, we can take this one, and this means what? A B plus B A whole to the power clean closure only. The meaning is exactly the same. Now, this is done with the help of a basic identity. I will show you in the next slide, next presentation, but this is the general diagram for this particular question, because A B is also coming into the same state and B A is also coming to the same state. So, some way or the other we can say A B plus B A whole to the power clean closure. Okay. How did you get to know clean closure? Because A B A B A B. So, it will be acting as a clean closure, clear. Now, come to the next example, question number 3. Question number 3 says that design a finite automata for the regular expression A plus B whole dot C, A plus B C, but this means what? We are having A plus B dot C. It is a very simple one. What do we need to do? A state A, I will take another state B and here I will be having one transition which will give A comma B. So, A plus B is denoted by this diagram. Dot C. So, simply I have to take one more transition and this will be your final state. I hope this is the final automata for the given expression. Okay. Later on you decide whether it is an NFA or DFA. Okay. Let us go with question number 4. Question number 4 says that A B C whole to the power clean closure, A B C whole to the power clean closure. How to design this? See, B C to the power clean closure. So, first I will, this is nothing but what? A dot B C whole to the power clean closure. So, I will write like this, state A, single A. Now, tell me B C. So, I will take one more state, say suppose C, this will be transition as B, and I will revert back to here as C. Therefore, this state will become was final state. Now, see A dot B C whole to the power clean closure. Okay. So, this is the final diagram for this particular question. Okay. Now, let us go with another question, question number 5. Question number 5 is somewhat a little bit, you can say a combination of a lengthier one, okay, a lengthier one. So, let us check it out, this kind of expression. You might get expression in the small form, you might get an expression in a bigger way, okay, in a bigger expression. So, this is somewhat a bigger expression which you need to subdivide into two parts and then try to accumulate those. Okay. Now, first question says that first expression says here is that I can subdivide this expression into two parts. One I can do for A plus B whole to the power clean closure, and next I can do the remaining part. So, if I take only A plus B clean closure, then what will be the answer? It will be like this, A plus B and clean closure. So, that means I have to take this as a final state, let it be suppose capital A, and I have to take a transition where A comma B. Now, this means what? One transition is for A, another transition is for B, and both together I have taken clean closure. That means any possible combination of A and B. I think this particular thing we have discussed during our finite automata design. Okay. So, this is done for A plus B whole to the power clean closure. Now, I have to draw this one A B B plus A to the power plus B. Okay. Now, here just keep in mind that this particular point A to the power plus can be written as what? A dot A to the power clean closure. This is the general expression we know about it, right. So, that means the whole expression will be looking like this, A B B plus A dot A to the power clean closure dot B, correct. So, if we draw like this, then it will be like this, A plus, that means I will be having one A, say suppose B B and okay, now okay, this will be again as state C and then B, and this will be the final state. Okay. Now, this is the final reaching point. Now, some or the other we have to reach the same, this expression also to the same state, right. So, what I have to do, A, then A dot A, then I have to take one more state, say suppose let us say suppose D, okay, and here I have to take a self loop for A. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone, and let me draw a little bit higher, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Let me draw here A, I will take one more state D, and here I will take a self loop for A, okay, and then I am left out with B, then these B will be transferred over to this one. So, I think this is the diagram for A B B. A B B is given by this upper part, and let me name as E, suppose, okay, let me name as E. Okay. A B B is the upper part, and A dot A clean closure dot B is the second part, and both are in the going the same direction. That is why I have taken the same final state. Okay. Now, I need to merge these two concepts. See, not merge, because this is telling that dot, right, this is nothing but a dot. So, what I can do? I can do one thing is that dot operator, right. So, let me make this as the final state and put over here as A comma B. So, can I make like this? Yes, I can make it, because if asterisk value is 0, then I can directly if asterisk value is 0, then okay, I cannot make this as a final state. Why? Because if I take asterisk value is 0, then epsilon will also be accepted, but according to the entire expression we cannot take epsilon as the expression, because if we take here, if you take asterisk equals to 0, then this part will be only 0, and remaining part expression will be existing, right. So, that is why we cannot take this A as the final state. So, we can take A as a simple state, right. So, we can take A as a simple state. Therefore, the final diagram will be this one, got it. So, first we try to divide this particular concept into two parts, so that finally we can merge them together, got it. Okay. So, next comes Kleen's theorem. Now, I think till now we have understood the formation of a conversion of a regular expression to a finite automata. Now, we will try to look into a little bit of theoretical part, what is known as Kleen's theorem. Kleen's theorem is exactly the same concept which we have learned about the basic preliminary operators, that is nothing but union, that is concatenation and then Kleen closure. So, these three things together we say as a Kleen's theorem. So, nothing to say as much, because Kleen's theorem says that for any regular expression R that represents language L of R, there is a finite automata that accepts same language. This is the general theorem for Kleen's. Okay. But based on this acceptance, this is the main three preliminary operators that is being used, that is union, concatenation and Kleen closure. So, this is all about your Kleen's theorem. Let us go to the next topic. Next topic says that Thompson's construction algorithm. Now, Thompson's construction algorithm is used for conversion of regular expression to epsilon NFA, not normal finite automata, to epsilon NFA. So, full name of this algorithm is McNaughton-Yamada-Thompson. Okay. So, this is the full name of algorithm. So, do not get confused, sometimes you might be asked as Thompson's, sometimes they might ask as McNaughton-Yamada-Thompson. Okay. So, this is just used for conversion of a regular expression to epsilon NFA. How to convert that? Let us take an example for that. Some of the basic operators you should know before carrying out. The basic operators are A plus B, A dot B, basic expressions, and A to the power Kleen closure. So, for these you need to understand, you need to memorize the how to construct the the Thompson's algorithm, okay, epsilon NFA. So, let me check it, let me give it to you that what and all expressions will be looking like. So, for A plus B, for normal NFA, okay, for normal NFA we just design like this, okay, A and B, correct. This is the normal diagram for NFA. Now, if we talk about epsilon NFA will be like this. If we talk about epsilon NFA will include one sort of epsilon over here, okay. This is C, this both the concepts are same, both the concepts are going into the same direction, but here A and B are having one each individual concept, that is why we can write like this, okay. But how to draw this in case of epsilon NFA, let me check it to you. It will be looking like this, okay. Just give me 1 second. The epsilon NFA will look like this. So, for one state there will be an A, and for one transition there will be a B, okay, and this will be the final state, that is B. But in order to reach to this, we will be just using an epsilon transition, that is it. This is the general concept of drawing epsilon NFA for A comma B or A plus B, okay. Next, go to A dot B. If we talk about normal NFA, we just write like this, okay. Simply this is the diagram. For if I talk about epsilon NFA, it will be like this. A, one transition will be A, separated by not a state, by it will be separated by an epsilon transition, that is it, okay. And this will be B, and this C will be replaced by C state will be replaced by D. So, that means in normal NFA we just divide these A and B by a state, but in this case we will divide in the case of epsilon, correct. Next comes A to the power Kleen closure. If we talk about NFA, we just simply draw like this, take a self loop and for A, right. But in case of epsilon NFA, how to draw it? See, first I will take a state, okay. From here I will take an epsilon transition, okay. Let me take a state B, and here I will take an epsilon transition, okay, sorry, the state A, because the expression is or the input alphabet is A. I will take another state C. From the state C to B, I will take an epsilon transition. This means what? A epsilon, A epsilon, A epsilon, some way or other it will act as a loop. So, this particular thing is being replaced by this concept, okay. Then followed by what? Again epsilon to reach a final state, say suppose D, okay. One more thing is that if this is nothing but a loop like a to the power clean closure. So, if clean closure is equals to 0, then expression will give you what? The language will give you which string? Epsilon. That means initial will be final, but I cannot take an initial as the final. So, what I will do? I will take an epsilon transition to this t. So, this is the general representation of epsilon NFA in the case of a to the power clean closure. Got it? So, therefore, we have tried to understand this particular concept. Okay. A plus b, then a dot b, and we have seen a to the power clean closure. Now, let us take a last example for it, so that you can easily understand this. Now, it is saying that a plus b whole to the power clean closure dot a, correct. First, I will try to design this, okay. But before that, this comprises of plus also, clean closure also. First, I will try to design only a plus b. So, what I will do? Only for a plus b, I know the diagram for epsilon NFA, a plus b, correct. So, what I will do? Epsilon, then b, okay. So, now as of now, I will not name the states, because it will have a maximum number of states. Later on, after drawing the diagram, you can put the states, okay. Epsilon, and this will be the next state, epsilon, okay, b, and this will be the epsilon. So, this is a plus b structure. I have not made the final state, because it will continue. Later on, I will make the final state, okay. So, a plus b is this structure. Now, says that a plus b whole to the power clean closure. That means, if you look into the previous example, see, this is the only a part, correct, which I have taken as, here I have taken as a plus b, right. Now, if I have to take this particular structure as a, okay, and here I have to take an epsilon transition, how to draw in the case of a plus b? See, what I will take is that this particular transition is only a. Think as a logically that this is only single a transition. Then that means, before that one more initial state will be there, which will take an epsilon, okay, and one more initial state will be state will be there, which will act as a final. There will be an epsilon transition for this, correct. And if you remember, this is single a. So, therefore, this will also get back a backtrack epsilon transition. Got it? This will take a backtrack epsilon transition. Now, this is the diagram which is showing a plus b whole to the power clean closure. Got it? Only remaining part is what? This one. That means, what I will do? I will simply take one more extension. See, a dot b means what? I will have one transition for a. Dot means I will represent by an epsilon. So, epsilon I will represent, and then I will take one more state, and from here I will take the a transition, and this will become the final state. So, this is how you are going to draw the diagram. First, try to segregate the expression into small parts, and you need to memorize this particular three expressions: a plus b, a dot b, a to the power clean closure. If you doesn't know how this particular three diagrams are being drawn, it is very tough for you to complicate or the entire particular bigger expression. This is a very small expression, you might get a huge expression, then do not get confused, the diagram will be a huge one. Okay. So, this is a machine, and this is nothing but your epsilon NFA for the given expression. So, whenever a question comes that you need to design an epsilon NFA for a given expression, then you need to use Thompson's Yamada Norton algorithm, or if you have to design only a finite automata, then simply you can go back to the previous lectures, slides that I have taught you. Okay. So, this is all about your overall general concept regarding the finite automata, the regular expression part. So, I think in this particular video you have come across with few of the things. I am summarizing the entire part of it. So, you have, I think you have learned about the basic regular expressions, okay, general regular expressions, and these regular expressions you have tried to convert to a finite automata. This is the first concept, right? And second thing, what you have understood, you have seen some of the basic operators over there for which you have tried to convert this regular expression to finite automata, and then you have seen regular expression to epsilon NFA, and for this you have used the Thompson's construction algorithm, and then also you have seen the Kleen's algorithm. So, this is the summary of this particular presentation. So, I hope you have understood the entire scenario. and then in the next video I will come across with one more interesting topic, and in that particular video we will try to learn about the basic concepts of how to use the concept of Arden's theorem or basic identities in order to convert a finite automata to regular expression. Till now you have seen regular expression to finite automata. In the upcoming video lectures we will look into another concept that is known as your finite automata to regular expression. For that you may use one algorithm which is known as Arden's theorem, or you may use one more algorithm that is known as state elimination method. Okay. So, thank you for watching this video.